When you were at the Big Five store in Santa Monica, what information did you receive at that store regarding what you would have to do to purchase?
I knew I had to wait 2 weeks.
Were you told at that time that you would have to have any particular pieces of identification?
We never got that far. It was a short conversation. I told him that I wanted to buy a gun and I wanted to buy it today, and he told me that I could not buy gun over the counter in one day.
You indicated that you went down to San Diego.
Yes. We went to another gun store.
And what did you do?
We decided that we might as well get
Were you going to buy two at that time?
I think so, yes.
Now, what happened at that store?
We were told that we needed identification and driver's license, and that's when I told Lyle I didn't have any.
Did your brother indicate that he had his license with him?
He didn't have his.
You've indicated that you had several bogus or fake driver's licenses, correct?
I had Donovan Goodrose, and I had my Glenn Stevens ID.
And you also had your own driver's license, correct?
I did not have my driver's license.
You indicated that you had lost that license sometime?
Yes.
You did not ask for the DMV to send you a new one?
You couldn't just send for a new one. You had to go wait in a long line, and I didn't even bother.
When you indicated to him that you didn't have your driver's license, what discussion took place?
We were away from the counter. I said, Lyle, I don't have my driver's license, but I have this Donovan's, but it's not me. And it was real suspicious that as soon as he asked us for a driver's license, we sort of said, Lyle, I need to talk to you. So we just decided to leave that store.
Was there discussion prior to when you got to the Big Five store in San Diego as to who would make the purchase?
I was definitely making the purchase.
Are you saying that during this transaction, when a license was asked for, you had to go talk to your brother to discuss the license situation?
You're confusing me. There are two stores down in San Diego. The first one, which we found out we needed a driver's license, and then there's the Big Five, which we already knew we needed a driver's license before we entered it. And at that point, I'm the one that had the Donovan ID. I'm the one that looked like Donovan, so I was going to use a driver's license. There was no discussion at the Big Five.
Was there discussion between you and your brother about him not using his New Jersey license, which had his picture on it?
Where?
At any time.
We had a discussion that I was going to use the Donovan ID.
What you wanted to do is hide your identity at that point in the purchase of these. Isn't that correct?
I would not have hidden my identity by using my brother's friend's ID. That was not our purpose. It wouldn't have been a very smart move.
It would have been a little dumber to use your own ID, wouldn't it have?
I didn't have an ID.
Did your brother have an ID?
He may have had his New Jersey driver's license. I don't know.
After you went to the Big Five store in Santa Monica, why didn't you simply go to another store nearby your house?
We didn't know what we were going to do at that point. We knew we couldn't get hand. The man at the store said that what we can buy over the counter are rifles and but we just didn't have any intention of doing that.
At that point, you knew that you could buy a rifle or a correct?
Yes.
Your goal was to buy to protect yourself, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our goal.
Why didn't you go to a local store and make the purchase?
Because at that point, we weren't planning on buying rifles or We didn't see how rifles or were going to protect us from anything. If you had to run to your room to get them in danger, it just didn't make sense at the time.
You had indicated that there was no Big Five store in Beverly Hills, correct?
I didn't know of any Big Five store in Beverly Hills. My purpose wasn't to go to a Big Five store. It was just to go to a store that had handguns.
You indicated that you actually made the purchase of the Big Five store in San Diego.
Yes.
Now, after making the purchase and signing Gaudreau's name, you then took the guns, got into your car, and just immediately headed back for Beverly Hills, correct?
I remember that we were at the store, and we got back to the Beverly Hills house when it was dark. Exactly what we did in between, I'm not sure.